Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your reading. So, I'm sitting here getting things ready. I don't even have all the cards laid out yet, so I'm gonna have to open those up as we do the reading. But I'm sitting here getting ready, and I'm shuffling the deck, and you have two King cards. You have the King of Pentacles. Sorry, that's a little dark, but I'll try and brighten that up in post. And the King of Cups. Two king cards, and when I saw that, I'm like, I need to hit start. I need to start recording because oh my God, Scorpio. I knew that you really wanted to come through in this reading today, and I was just like, yeah, this is really strong. A strong message wants to come through, and I can see why if we're having two king cards come up here, where I really feel like you are stepping into your power. You're stepping into this masculine energy, this action-oriented energy that is really bringing you so much stability and making you feel so fulfilled, like so emotionally fulfilled. And this could be stability in just about anything. I'm not really necessarily getting anything specific because this is a collective reading, and so this is going to be different for everybody. But when we talk about pentacles, this is really talking about like home life, finances, career, anything that is bringing you stability, but it's also really tied with how you feel and your emotions. Recently, the King of Pups, maybe you have a dog, I don't know. The King of Cups um popped up in one of my short videos recently, and it's kind of coming through for this, so maybe that short was also meant for you if you came across that, where we do have two dolphins on the king card in the background, kind of playfully jumping through the water. And so I kind of feel like this is spirit coming through to say you have done so much work and now you are finally feeling fulfilled, where you are going to be allowed to start to play again. Okay, we don't need to work so hard anymore. Not that you need to stop working, but just that you don't need to be pushing so hard. And so we can allow time to play. Okay. And play for you can mean anything that brings you joy. It can be downtime watching a TV show. It could be doing something creative, like with a painting project, drawing project, anything creative. Um, it can just be more family time and having fun with your family, playing a board game or something, going out to the movies, hanging out with friends, anything that really brings you joy. You're going to be allowed to have the time to do that again, okay? Or being encouraged to find the time to do that. Um, but yeah, I just really see things being more fulfilled for you. So let's go ahead, get some oracle cards out here on the table. I feel like we want to go through this deck, which is actually very big. And this is the deck that I have to kind of split into two just because there's so many cards. And it's hard for me to shuffle that whole big deck in one go. So let's go ahead with this half of the deck and see what wants to pop out for you guys. Yeah, you're really stepping into your power, Scorpio. That's the energy that's really coming through. And if you're not quite there yet, that's what's coming in for your future. That all that hard work that you're putting in is really, it's really going to pay off. I feel like this one wants to come through. We'll go with this one as well. Okay, so right away we have a timing card popping up here with winter. For some of you, maybe you may start to see things really come to fruition come winter, whenever it is that you're watching this. Um, my readings are usually timeless. I try to set that intention when I start a reading. So yeah, whenever you're watching this in winter, you are going to be seeing that come into fruition, though I feel like this is also showing whatever it is that you had started in the winter, then that energy is coming through where it's just kind of like, yeah, whatever that was that you had started, and this may not be for all of you, but if you did start something in the winter, know that that is the thing that you've been working towards that is going to be starting to really pay off. Okay, all that hard work is really going to be paying off. I'm also seeing the crone listed on the winter card here, and the crone symbolizes a sense of like ending, and I'm kind of really getting an ending of a cycle. So you're stepping into this new beginning, ending a cycle, stepping into this new beginning with your hard work paying off. This one, okay. So we also have coming through here, we have balloons. So again, such a playful card here and a sense of freedom. So definitely tying into what we were just talking about with bringing in play, bringing in a sense of freedom and fun. I also really get a strong celebration vibe from this. So, like, whatever it is that you are working towards, and you start to really see that pay off, all of your hard work paying off. I see balloons popping up in a party. Not that you are going to have a party, maybe some of you are, but it's just this big sense of success and attaining your goals. Okay. We also have coming through yoga. Okay, so this is, I feel like, a spirit reminding you to take some downtime as well. Okay, you've been working so hard. It's now time to really take that deep breath in and release. Okay, let the stress go, let any kind of, I'm getting kind of like fear go. Any kind of, just that tension, okay? Because maybe while we're putting in all of this hard work, maybe for some of you there was this sense of fear for maybe not, something not working out, whether it's in relation to what you are working towards or not. I really feel like when you come to this completion, come to this success, you're going to be able to really just release all that tension, release any fear that you were holding. There may be even a sense of inner child healing coming through for some of you, excuse me. But you're really going to be able to rest and take a break and just breathe. Okay, and so that also is tying in with the play, with the freedom and the fun, the celebration, because with that, it's also going to allow us to release tension and relax. And I'm also hearing maybe even sleep a little easier. Maybe some of you are kind of losing sleep over something. But let's go ahead and keep going because we have some other cards popping up. We have fishing pole. Okay. I kind of I saw self-reliance on this card, and so for some of you, this may be coming through as like you really putting in the work on your own. Not necessarily that you're not getting some help, but maybe for some of you, you aren't. You are really doing this on your own. But I was also seeing, before I read self-reliance, I heard like self-resistance. And or self-resilient is what I was saying. Self-resilient, not resistance. Self-resilient coming through. And a lot of you here, when putting in such hard work towards your goals and your ambitions, that you do have this really strong sense of resilience, resilientness about you. And that's really coming through strongly, especially when I see the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups coming through with this powerful energy. I really get a sense of like you're not letting anyone or anything get into in your way. You're just like, "Hi, great to see you, but I've got things that I've got to do." And so you keep going down that path and you're just kind of like, if you need to talk with me, then you need to catch up because I'm going and I'm not stopping. That's really the energy that's coming off of this reading right now. Um, yeah, there's more self-improvement accomplishments. With self-improvement, I'm also getting that inner child healing coming through. A sense of feeling capable. You may also be really reflecting during this time too, as you've been putting in this hard work, really reflecting. And then when you are finally able to see your success, you're going to be able to reflect in a different way and go, wow, had it's like I've been going through so much. I did that. Like I did all of that. And look where it got me. And had maybe even certain things in the past that had hurt you in any way, had that not happened, maybe you wouldn't be where you are now, that kind of reflection. And also just really congratulating yourself, giving yourself a pat on the back, and you deserve it because I God, yeah, you guys are so resilient. Um, there may be even a sense here of mentoring others. I kind of got a sense of like you stepping in a career where you do mentor others. But I'm also getting, if that's not something that you do, I think regardless, this experience and how it got you here to this point, you are going to be able to tell your story to others throughout the rest of your life. And that's going to help inspire others as well. And they're going to probably take that story and be like, hey, I talked to this person one day. This was their story. It really helped me. So maybe that story is going to also help you. And so there's just this effect where you're even helping people that you didn't even meet because your story is being told through the mouths of others in the best way. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. We have cabin. This definitely goes along with your self-reliance, where it may really feel isolating at times with all of this hard work that you're putting through. Hmm. But I'm also getting a sense of like separating from your past and what no longer serves you. There may have been even some sort of disconnect, and I mean that in a way of like feeling disconnected with the world around you, maybe even with other people around you. This may be an energy of what you're going through right now. This is also tied to Libra, and Libra is finding balance, okay? Because we have the scales, so I'm really picturing that in my mind right now of balance, where maybe it's time, if you haven't already, but I do feel like majority of you here have already. It's finding a balance between being alone, working alone, but still having that time with others. So we're not feeling so lonely or secluded or isolated. Yeah, okay. And then we have optical illusion. Okay, so we have not what it seems. Okay, all right. Interesting. I'm not getting a sense, like, I don't want to worry anybody about, like, oh, what if I'm, all of my work that I've been putting in is an optical illusion. That's not really what's coming through. I'm getting more, now that we're talking about, like, a connection with others in, like, friends or family in any way, anybody who's connected with you, um, that is more so tied with this optical illusion. Are some of you feeling like you can't connect with others in some way? Or like if there's somebody who doesn't want to connect with you? It's really murky. This illusion is really murky. What is that? Let me get another tarot card. Okay, we have Wheel of the Year popping out here. It kind of wanted to pop up in reverse. Okay. This is what the card looks like. All right. I see you're uncertain of you're uncertain of the future and how it also ties in with others. I think some of you have been working so hard that that's kind of like all you really know right now. And so it is kind of hard to see yourself having fun with others and feeling freer and being this playful, fun energy, okay, being in that type of energy. Maybe a little murky on like how you can actually relax. So, like, maybe even as I've been talking about this, you are kind of like, I don't know, I can't see myself doing that right now. I'm also seeing yoga here, your yoga card here, also being tied with Libra. Yeah, so there's definitely a balance here between needing to go within, maybe separating for a little while to go within, and then we can kind of connect with other people. So maybe for some of you, you need to take that time alone, to be a little secluded for a while, to help gain clarity on this optical illusion. And then you're going to be able to really see a brighter future where you don't have to be pushing so hard to achieve your goals. Maybe for some of you, you're also being encouraged to find this balance between play, work, and rest, so then we can have that clearer path ahead to reach this really powerful energy for success. Let's go ahead and get some more oracle cards out. I feel like there's a little bit more here that wants to come through. I'm also getting connect with nature. Maybe for some of you, you need to go out and take a walk. If that's something that you can do, go out and take a walk somewhere, or maybe there's a place. I'm kind of seeing maybe there's a place that somebody has always wanted to go and connect back into. Like maybe there's a certain park or a lake. I'm more so imagining a lake that you used to go to. This is very specific, so just kind of take what resonates. Um, yeah, a certain lake that you used to really enjoy going to. And so taking a drive there to just spend a little time at the lake, even to help clear your mind. But if it's not a lake for you guys, it's really just anywhere you can go out and connect to nature. And if you need to take a short drive somewhere, if you don't live near a park or anything like that, if things are just a little too busy, if you even just drive somewhere a little quieter, that's going to help clear that noise around you and in your head. Really feel like something else wants to pop out. Yes, that one. Okay. Okay, so we do have Scythe coming through. I feel like this is cutting through the tension, releasing the tension. Now, sometimes when I see like something unexpected, this makes me, usually this card makes me think of something negative, but right now for your reading, Scorpio, this is really coming through of like you are managing to cut, oh, I'm getting cut ties, cut certain ties somewhere with either like a place, a thing, or a person, but just releasing this negative energy, this tension. And when we see, or when I see unexpected and I see surprise on this card, I'm feeling more future. So maybe this success for a lot of you is going to come through or is going to appear unexpectedly. It's like, you really want it, but how it comes through and when it comes through is going to be a surprise. So don't overthink it. Just let it unfold naturally. Okay. We also have hearts. This makes me really think of, oh, wow. Now, romance is on this card, and maybe for some of you that is true, but what I'm really getting is just a sense of love for yourself and for life. Like, really enjoying your life and the life around you. And then we have that fulfillment coming through. God, it feels so good. It really feels good. And I kind of feel like for some of you, when you feel that moment, it's gonna make you cry. It's gonna make you cry in the best way, tears of joy. And you're gonna feel so thankful. And anything that was negative in the past, anything that hurt you, anyone that hurt you, you are ready to move on from that. You're ready to forgive, even slightly, in a quiet way, even, and just be like, you know what? That was then, this is now. I'm ready to just focus on the now and the future. And even if you're not ready to forgive something or somebody, that's okay too. But as long as you're putting in that intention of just like, this is staying in the past, I'm not bringing this into my future, that's good enough. Okay, that is good enough. And then we have tornado. Okay. Again, we have more on unexpected, but this is talking about an unexpected end. This is more so giving me past energy, not the scythe. The scythe is more future and cutting things in the present. Tornado makes me feel more past, where there are certain things that are ending. Like I said, we were talking about the crone. There is an ending here. Maybe some things ended in the winter for you. There are certain things that are over and done, but there are also things that might still make you feel torn up inside about it. But I do see with the King of Cups here, you're going to heal from that. Okay, you're going to heal from that energy. Not to say that even from like a year from now, let's say, you remember that pain and you can still feel that pain, but it's going to get easier to let go. So whenever that pain does come up, you're going to be like, but that was in the past. I'm okay right now. Everything is so much better right now. And then eventually it may not even bother you anymore, depending on what it was that really ended. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I think we really touched on everything that Spirit wants to say. I don't feel like anything else wants to come through. So let's go ahead and get an affirmation card to end your reading on. I like these ones. I like one more, a couple more. Okay, we got a lot of affirmation cards, so Spirit definitely wants to end this reading on a good note. We have, I honor how I want to feel. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. Okay. So praying also for, not just for yourself, but also for others who you really love and care about, but can also be just for the world in general, because there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on in the world right now. We have the universe works fast when I'm having fun. So definitely bringing in that balance between work, play, and rest. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. I was also getting, I'll do whatever it takes to achieve my goals. But what I get from consciousness, getting closer to consciousness, I really feel like that's going within, taking that rest time, okay, doing yoga, meditation, things like that. Um, Having that quiet time by the lake, okay, having that quiet time in nature is really going to help bring you to your inner self, and maybe even help provide some inner healing as well. And then lastly, we have my capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. I'm going to hold that up for just a moment in case you want to pause and read that for yourself. That's really beautiful. I don't think I've had that card pop up before. Okay. So, Scorpio, that is all I have for you. That is all Spirit wants to say right now. I appreciate you guys coming by and watching this video. If you'd like to go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. You can also click my links down below for TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, where I also post videos on there. But again, that is all I have. Thank you again so much for coming by. I am sending you so much love, healing, and blessings your way. I am wishing you all the best, and I hope to see you in the next video.